Wendy Williams is back. Nene has a huge meltdown, and Andy Cohen is on the prowl. All that and more on Reality Roast. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, hey, hey. What up, AfterBuzz? This is your boy DJ Jesse J. Welcome to Reality Roast. Ashley and Corinne are trying to
come to work today. They ain't even coming up in here.
So you know, I brought the OG, Miss Courtney Stewart.
What up, y'all?
The song is called Yourself by Sean Finney. Make sure you guys check it out. It's available on all streaming platforms.
Pretty good, man.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
Positive motivational music.
Okay. Do it for yourself.
All right, let's talk about it.
Lots to talk
Ladies
about.
and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have been waiting for this moment because I'm tired. Wendy's back.
Wendy's back.
And snatched.
Wendy's. Oh, and she is real snatched, okay? That waist is snatched. That wig is snatched. Everything is snatched.
I didn't love the outfit. I didn't love the dress part of it. I liked the top, but I just wasn't into the bottom of it. But I mean, whatever. I was just so happy Wendy's back. Like, you guys, this was almost iconic.
Yeah, it was.
For
It was a moment. It was like a legit moment. It was
because
a legit
I don't think I ever really realized, like, you know, Wendy takes her little breaks, and it's like, okay, I know she got to live her life.
But for 10 years, she's been a regular part of our, morning.
But you scare me
routine.
putting Nick Cannon, Sherry Shepherd.
Some people actually was like, Nick Cannon need to do it again. I was like, y'all playing.
No.
People were like real excited about. Don't get me wrong.
Last
I
week,
appreciated it.
our guest was saying he was. Well, they were kind of divided, but Kat was saying she wasn't feeling him. I wasn't feeling him. Kevin was saying he was feeling him.
No, it was not not for that. Like,
Not
it
for
was
that.
cool to step in for a day or two, and I could laugh at how weird you are. As like, he was really weird in that position. But if anybody, it should have been Sherry Shepherd that would be taking over if somebody needed to take over. But I'm glad Wendy.
But Wendy, you are it.
Wendy's
Thank you.
back.
Appreciate you.
Wendy's back.
So you watched.
I did.
How do you think she handled the whole her being a hot topic?
I think she handled it like a boss.
They're
she said,
saying-
I'm still wearing my ring, and until otherwise,
Don't talk
you don't
about
need to
it.
know nothing else. And that's real. Like, that's like grown woman version of, yes, I'm a hot topic, but I'm still married. I'm not bringing my marriage into this.
I feel like this Wendy's a little more woke. I feel like she really sat back and really, like, had a scare, and she came back in, you know what I mean, with her low-calorie snacks, and really wants us to now we're going to talk hot topics, but I think we're going to have more takeaways from Miss Wendy. I don't know. I
You
just
think you're
love
going to
her.
have more takeaways?
I'm just so happy she's back.
I'm
like,
glad
literally.
she's back. Yeah, and I appreciated the...
She would hate me if I met her, because I really would put my arms out like, ah! I wouldn't be able to help it.
She would hate you. She would just be like, no, babe.
And I'd be like, I
we're
know,
not gonna do that.
I'll hook myself, Wendy.
And she's hella tall, too, so it would just be like titties in your head.
You know, but it's so funny because I think it was the fact that she was off air at this time specifically because so much has happened.
And it was like, oh my God, I need Wendy to chime in.
She
on
didn't
this
bring
stuff.
up R. Kelly, which I thought was interesting.
Because I feel like
she's
it's like old and
we know
tired,
it.
and we know he's gross. Like, yeah.
She hit Jussie head on the nail where I thought she was going to say, and I agree with her, you know what I mean? Like,
I ain't never believed that. Ever.
But I love how she eased into it. Sweet kid on the show.
He was great. He sang, but I liked her take on it that like he probably feels a little insecure, and that even with the music, like even though he was doing really well, he probably has some of those, because most artists do.
Yeah.
And to talk about that is real. Like, even though, but do we even know what the hell is happening with Jussie right now? Like, I don't know what the story is at this point, because it kept changing. I got tired and stopped looking.
I've been paying attention to Jordan, you know what I mean? And I'm already dropping out of that.
Too many J's. I was done.
At this point, I think it's just like everyone needs to take a break until he goes to trial and we get some more facts.
Yeah. So he's still claiming he's innocent, basically.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm so happy Wendy's back. Amen.
Yes.
Who else is back is Big Sean. Well, so apparently him and Janae broke up mid-December.
How did we not know? I didn't know this.
And, well, he was seen last week hopping in the whip with Miss Ariana Grande. Miss Break Up With Your Girlfriend.
Because I'm bored.
Who you write that song about? Because then Miss Janae Aiko was posting these Lisa Frank pictures talking about she's sad.
You
and
said Lisa Frank pictures.
I mean, that's what it was, like cats with like acid rainbows coming out of it. Like, that's Lisa Frank.
She be having a moment. Anyway, she an interesting girl.
She is.
Hey, yeah.
But I always loved
you like them
Ariana
together?
and Big Sean.
Did you really?
I did. I don't know why. I always liked that. I hated when he was with Glee Girl.
No, see, I loved him with Glee Girl, but I loved it even more that it was a wild ass breakups. That it was messy because, like, not that I'm like supporting her crazy, but
I love her because I think she is probably insane. But I would probably be friends with her.
Yeah, you do like crazy.
I like
people.
crazy bitches. Courtney's one of my sane friends.
One of the onlys, y'all. But it's okay. But I think that's interesting, though, that you like him with Ariana. Because I just never felt any kind of vibe for that at all.
Out of everyone Ariana has ever been with?
Well, for Ariana, maybe, but not for him.
Yeah, like everyone loved him and Janae. It was weird for me and then they jumped into doing an album together and then they were playing characters. I'm like, what is this? No.
Well, and didn't she paint him on her butt or something? Don't she have his face on her arm?
Janae?
Yeah.
You said her butt. I was like,
somewhere. I don't know.
Girl,
I just like made up
I'm like,
a
what
place.
in the Mardi Gras video is going on?
I don't know.
Girl, Courtney gonna be like, I'm like, what
Somewhere.
hot topics you got? She gonna send around a video of a man eating some girl's booty
They are
in
wilding
New
at Mardi
Orleans.
Gras right now. Like, she literally pulled
Y'all
her
just
pants
out here
down.
eating raw booty?
Just on the street.
Just
with
like, hey,
800,000 folks. Just like,
fresh out the bar.
And how does that happen? Like,
me
'cause
tell
they
you.
didn't look like they knew each other. They kind of walked away from each other. Like, do you just roll up like, you want to get ate out real quick?
First of all, I'm gay
she's
and I
like,
wouldn't even do that in WeHo, okay? Because do you know what it takes for a bottom to be a bottom? You know what it takes for that booty to be where it need to be?
And you don't do
That takes hours.
You just wanted
Preparation.
I don't even know. Well, he was like going all the way. It wasn't really booty. He was.
I don't know
he was
what
at
that
Vag.
was.
He
Whatever
at
video,
Vag.
and we can't show it because it's
Y'all
rated.
just go
It's
on
rated
Instagram.
raw.
I don't even know whose page that was on, but it was a lot. Anyway, how did we get there? We were talking about Janae and a face. Okay.
Speaking of stank booty, Peter Thomas from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, Peter.
Because remember, he had them little stories that he was frolicking around the gay pond, what are they, the sex clubs or what are
Whatever
the
they
spas,
call.
men's
What are they called?
spas,
What
men's
is it?
spas. Wait, men's spas, men's
They're not
spas,
called men's spas. There's something else.
sex clubs, bathhouses.
Bathhouse. That's what I was looking for.
So he was arrested apparently for writing fake checks, and Nene wasn't surprised.
Nene shaded the shit out of him last night.
But we know this.
I mean,
like we talked about this on Real Housewives of Atlanta because actually there's a clip I have on my Instagram. I remember of saying the only checks that that Cynthia's bouncing is Peter's or something like that.
Peter writing bad checks, y'all. He like 65 years old. Like you.
Maybe he just can't read. He need glasses.
No, because he got arrested. He did that for real.
Oh, Thomas.
I thought Bar 2 was doing great.
Okay.
It wasn't?
He need to go on Married to Medicine or something like that.
So he needs to marry some medicine.
He needs something. Jesus.
Who's
He need
gonna
to marry
marry
Jesus.
it? I mean, it must be pretty good.
What?
Like the Jamaican dang.
His dick.
I mean, it's old, but it must be all right because he seems to be able to get a girlfriend, like, and make it work.
Yo, his breath just looked like it smelled like.
I don't think. No, Peter had swag back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying
like,
you don't.
I might,
No.
Peter might have got me to do something.
And I'm sure it would, but his breath looked like it smelled like papers, cognac, and a breath mint.
It definitely smells like cognac.
That's what it felt like it smelled like. But did you watch Roja last night?
Of course. Whoa!
First of all, stop bringing this girl on the show, Yvonne or Javon.
What is her name?
I don't know. Whatever.
None of us remember.
Yvonne, but she'll come. She'll check you for
It's not
it.
Yvonne.
Whatever it is.
Something
Yvette.
else. It's not that either.
Nene's ghetto ass
Decatur.
friend who was trying not to drink last night.
But wasn't she somebody else's friend first?
She's friends with Nene and then Nene's other friend that came on the trip with them.
The crazy Tony Tina Tanya. It's Tanya.
Which I can't stand either of them.
She
to be
kind of
honest. She's
annoying.
too much.
She's
Like,
a
can
little-
I be in your sex party?
Oh, let me put my boobs in your face.
No, girl.
I'm funny.
As a matter of fact, no.
It was awful. whatever. But I like the whole, like, you know, what is it, bi-wig party?
Right, but before we get to the bi-wig party, Candy's doing auditions for her The Dungeon, and Cynthia, like, look, Cynthia's a beautiful woman, but you didn't need to do this.
She playing her joke. That's the constant joke. Cynthia ain't got no moves. She cannot dance. We thought she probably wasn't. Remember when she wasn't putting it on Peter, and then she tried to have like a sexy night with Peter, and it was so awkward. She's just
I don't know if you guys remember this. It was a Billboard Music Award performance with Rihanna and Britney Spears, and they were doing S&M, and Rihanna came out and was like working like this, and then Britney came out and she was like, that's what Cynthia was giving me last night. She was giving me...
I think you have more shoulder action than Cynthia had.
Oh, I know.
Because she was trying, but she looked real pretty.
Mm-hmm. Just some more squats, girl. That's it.
She did some squats. She tried to like squat down on the table. She was trying to do a lap dance.
But I mean, she looks bomb as fuck. Like, Cynthia is a beautiful woman.
She should just be standing there. She could be like the goddess at the door. Y'all might remember on Sex and the City when Samantha had like a S&M opening and she had the whip and the top hat. Like, we just
She just should have put Candy bent over and just smacked her.
And like, she should just smack people as they come in the door and stuff. Like, just stand there.
What else did we get? We got this bi-wig party, which Nene the day before had gotten a call. Well, Greg had to be readmitted into the hospital, and it sparked, you know, this whole thing because Greg texted Marlo and Cynthia.
Yes, to check on her.
He
was worried.
And they were worried. Cynthia called. Marlo is the more dramatic friend and was like, skirt, let me get my car and I'm going to be a rider. Which, you know, how did you feel?
I sided. Okay, look, Marlo's definitely, as you said, the dramatic friend. But I do understand when she said that Greg never calls me.
Right.
Like, Greg does not reach out to me. And people hurt themselves over stuff like this. Like, I didn't know what to think, so I just came. Like, I didn't know what else to do. I just came. And then when you weren't responding to me and whatever, like, I freaked out even more. So I totally understand. And if you know who Marlo is, then that's what Marlo, and she was doing the best that she knows how to do in that situation. It's like, Greg didn't know not to maybe Greg should not have reached out to Marlo. Maybe Greg should have only reached out to Cynthia and let Cynthia deal with Marlo because Marlo does not have a calming energy. Like, there's some, like, my friends call me to be in the birthing room for them because they know, well, some people say that I don't have feelings, but
she's a stone-hearted.
But it's because I'm not gonna freak out in a crazy situation. Like, I'm calm and I have calm energy. So that ain't Marlo. But then when that girl came up in the house and Nene started going off on her.
Well, so everyone showed up first. Woo! And let's talk about these hairs.
Oh, talk about the hairs.
All right. Who do you think had the best?
I would say that it's a tie between Portia and Candy. They seem to have the healthiest, fullest.
A tie. Interesting.
A tie.
I'd give it to Candy. But Nene did make a comment that all the girls came very particular in how their hair was placed.
It was laid.
Portia's, but it's probably because she putting so much freaking tracks and wigs on, but that part was a little departed.
Well, the part was over there, and she had her baby hair, like, laid soft. So I'm sure, like, her edges are probably thin for the most part. But, like, the rest of her hair looks very healthy and in pretty decent shape. I'm not shading the Afro girls because I do give a shout out to Shamari for coming in her actual Afro, not blowing out and all that. But you could tell her sides were very thin as well when she did the little braids. But it was cute that she, like, did her little faux hawk or whatever. And she's a tiny girl to be drinking all that. Shamari. Shout out. I found out that I actually went to elementary school with Shamari and with Portia.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
It's weird.
Did you know those other two girls too?
No, I know no bitches. I don't even.
First of all,
I didn't even remember them other two.
Bitch,
but.
how are you gonna show up to out of everyone's house, Nene's house with two random girls?
But Nene was right. She needed somebody to carry her to the car and somebody else to drive her home.
Literally.
She knew she was about to get Decatur lit.
Well,
Decatur girls.
What did you think about Nene's hair?
Holla.
Cashing that Trump check with that Trump comb over.
You're a black woman. You've been blonde for a real long time. The fact that you have any hair at all is probably a testament to something. But that part,
Come on, a testament, son.
that part started back here
And
came all the way forward.
Rainbow.
So I'm going to assume that she pretty much, from her edges to about a quarter of the way back on her head, she ain't even got no hair. She probably ain't got no hair. But she did strategically brush.
I like the way you did that with no her.
Yeah. Strategically brushed.
Eva, I mean, we've
cute.
seen Eva's
Like,
hair.
yeah.
Like, I didn't even actually consider her a part of this. Cynthia came in, she cheated, but that's...
But they were like, she cheated because she put a scrunchie on it, so it made the
Yeah.
buns look a little bigger. I mean, that's not cheating to me.
They tried. Would you want to come in with them pigtails? No.
No.
So then Nene has this breakdown, and it started with Marlo. And
She was mad because Portia was late, too.
Right. You know, but the thing is, here's my thing with Portia. It's like, and I know it probably shouldn't be, but Portia's pregnant. And, like, it's kind of like you kind of always gotta kind of give the pass to the pregnant person because, like, I know a lot of my friends who have been pregnant, like, liquids and things, like, your body just is functioning different.
It's doing other stuff.
And so, like, hopping in a car and driving far out.
But it's not far out.
Oh, yeah, for
Portia
Portia,
actually
you
lives
right.
the closest
You
to
right.
Nene.
You right.
Like, they basically live in the same neighborhood, supposedly.
You right.
So.
And then Marlo, I mean, it's Marlo. You know, it's Marlo.
But, like, 4 hours is deep. I ain't even gonna lie.
4 hours, the party should have been over.
Should have been over, for sure. But, like, I would have been irritated.
Because, you know, Tanya showed up right on time. Good morning.
Hello.
I'm ready to
party. Yeah, you look so beautiful. Oh my God. I could not. Like, I could not.
So Nene goes in on Marlo. Marlo goes in on Nene. Then, you know, I loved because the way the trailer pitched it, I thought the whole fight was about Marlo. And I loved within that moment, we got to see these two women who have been up and down throughout the seasons, you know, really get into that deep argument. And I loved seeing all of the girls come together and go into Marlo like, no.
Don't leave.
No.
She doesn't want you to
like,
leave.
that's real. That means Marlo and Nene have a real friendship. You know?
I appreciate it.
And so that was a really powerful thing. And then not only that, but people are drunk. Like, everyone's drunk in their feelings, emotions. Like, you know, so it's like, I couldn't really be mad at Nene because I don't think what she was saying to Marlo, I think, honestly, Nene, in a calming manner on another day, would be thankful for what Marlo did.
Yes.
And Marlo was just confused because Marlo don't know how to explain herself, and Marlo only knows how to be herself.
Yeah.
And so to come out of that context. But then they go upstairs, and Candy's about to leave. Now, I've been to a situation like this before where I go to someone's house and it's like something dramatic happens, and then some people go to another part, and I'm just sitting there, I'll be sitting there like, all right. We've been here like 8 hours.
So do we go home?
I
Is
got
it
kids.
over?
Candy got a young kid
Got
at
a baby.
home. So, and Portia's pregnant. Like, so the two of them go upstairs and they're like, all right, we gonna dip.
Yeah. And they're like, wait, don't do that
I
yet.
want to see your closet.
I want to see your closet.
Now, what did you think?
I mean, the reality
Because let's talk about Watch What Happens Lives too. So Nene was on Watch What Happened Live.
Yes.
And the poll said that everyone was team Candy and Portia.
That Nene overreacted and all of that because she had previously told them like they should see her closet and whatever. But and in the environment, like watching it happen, like I could totally see myself being like, "Oh, I'm about to go in your closet," and then she's like, "No, not going in my closet. No, bitch, I'm going in your closet." Like I can totally see that I would completely do that and would have gone in her closet. However, I feel like Nene is like the chill, like we're cool, we're friends, we're young and fun moment, and then suddenly she reverts to like grandma auntie and is like, "It is not okay to go through anybody's house. That's disrespectful."
Which is true.
It's
like,
true.
The poll on Watch What Happened was fucked up. Like, because at the end of the day, I personally feel, I agree with Nene. Like, you can come to my house, but like, don't be going up. Like, when there's different levels,
But
like
you also would have gone in the closet.
Well, yeah, because I personally would have felt, especially being Portia and even Kim, like they've been through so much. So it's like, girl, I'm going in your closet. Now, you know, what I mean, if the cameras be mad at the cameras for going in there.
I think that's what really, because she jumped up as soon as it, because before she was like, don't go in the closet, don't go in the closet. But then that camera dude, she snatched that camera dude, so she just didn't want the cameras in there. So I think she like elevated it even more because the cameras were about to go in there, and then she stuck all hard on it. But then, I mean, we get them exiting, and Portia talking about, take my microphone, I'm scared. Like, did she try to
And they're like,
Portia
she's pregnant.
down? Like, what did she do to Portia? Did she snatch up Portia?
Speaking of getting beat down, Andy Cohen is in the news
Wanting to get beat
because
down.
want to get some beat down. So we all know Andy had his baby and the baby shower,
The
and he
baby's
has
really
this
cute.
young child at home that he's taking care of.
Really cute baby.
And apparently, you know what I mean? Andy's been out hunting.
He's been around,
He's been
guys.
spotted on some apps called Grindr and Scruff with
wants to
his
find
chesticles hanging out.
He wants to find love.
Talking about his name is Coach Taylor, which is from Friday Night Live, which is a little weird.
What? I love me some Friday Night Lights. I don't really see what the application is here.
So he loves Friday Night Live.
I love Friday Night Lights.
And his name on these apps is apparently Coach Taylor something. And
Andy, you nasty.
yeah, it's a little strange.
nasty.
It's a little, you know what I mean? With the whole R. Kelly and Neverland happening right now, like Coach Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's sort of like, because that was high school football.
Yeah. Which, don't get it twisted, because Michael B. Jordan was on that show, so you already know. But get it, Andy, but just be careful. You have a child at home, you know what I mean? We don't need the Smollett thing happening.
Would you go on a date with Andy?
I don't know.
Why?
I do find Andy Cohen attractive.
I was going to say, he's cute.
I can't honestly say it. I would have to actually physically meet Andy Cohen to know if like our vibe is cool. Okay. Because there's times where it's like I'm into him, and then it's times that it's like, your breath look like it smell like an attic. I don't know. It's like something about older men. Like it's like
he's not even that old.
He's starting to look a little older.
But I like that because he's like not dyeing his hair anymore. Like he's letting the gray like fill in, and he just looks really like more distinguished now.
I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like the Andy Cohen I know personalities on TV versus in person, and I would just like to know what he's like in person. Like I think we'd have a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see.
Get on that here in LA. Hey.
I'm all set. Anyways, speaking of
it's a mess.
Relationships.
A mess.
Jocelyn Hernandez apparently was supposed to. Well, she's in talks, allegedly, to have her own show on WeTV, which is interesting that a lot of the Love and Hip Hop people have now moved over to WeTV. I think WeTV has been like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to embrace ratchetness.
Oh, yeah.
Because no one else is right now. It's like everyone about 5 years ago was all about the ratchet. And everyone's like, we got to clean ourselves up. And WeTV's like, no, fuck that. Love after Lockup. And I'm here for it. I support it. So, Jocelyn, I would watch a Jocelyn show.
Would you really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think I would watch the first 3 episodes. No, I would watch the first 2 episodes. No, because you know the cliffhanger is going to be like, oh, what's this bitch?
Well, see, it's going to be dependent on what the cliffhanger is. Like, because I can't, what's going to be
honestly,
the cliffhanger? Like,
Jocelyn's TV show, I think, would be a mimic of Bad Barbie's Snapchat TV show. And I've honestly watched that. Like, I've seen 12 episodes, which they aren't full episodes, but whatever.
We'll see how that
But
goes.
anyways, what she's really in the news for is because apparently she posted this social media thing where she was warning Miss Faith Evans, Stevie J's wife, that she needs to watch out because apparently Stevie's been hitting her up, asking her for some booty hole pictures, which
I hate you. I hate this. I hate it all.
I don't know what that means.
What is it? How do you, like, what?
I'm like, my booty hole. Like, first of all,
the hole.
Like, you want to see my booty hole?
I want to see the anus.
Boy, I will send you a picture of a Cheerio, okay? Like, what?
Well, maybe he, I mean, you know, he probably.
Send you on my booty car?
I hate you. I hate all of this. I can't.
I love I miss Jocelyn. I do,
but I feel like she was interesting dealing with Stevie J. Because they were both so ridiculous.
I don't want to see her talking to her baby.
I don't want to see her just talking to her baby or talking to anybody else, really. Like, I want to see her.
I'm here to talk with other people, but like not when she has a child. Like I can't with a child being involved because remember when she did that one? She went to those the white the white PR people who were going to help her build that concert. That was funny to me. So I could see her in those kind of situations, but not with the child. Like, then it's serious, and I have to be worried.
I think it should be a Snapchat show. You're right.
Yeah, let's bring it to Snapchat.
Just go to Snapchat.
Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, Juelz Santana checks into prison for, I think it's 27 months. But congratulations to him and Kim Bella on their marriage. They show the marriage tonight on Love and Hip Hop.
That's exciting.
And if you guys want to talk more Love and Hip Hop, make sure you guys check out my podcast on VH1. You guys can download it on iTunes. It's called Love and Hip Hop The T. Also, Love and Hip Hop World, Masika.
Yes.
Checked Miss Chloe talking about, girl, stop coming for Jordan, because I've been to them Tristan parties.
Yes,
before.
and she did not break up your husband or your family, like you said, girl.
Now, what did you see the Red Table Talk?
Of course I did. I watched it when everybody was crashing the internet as soon as it was up. I was mad it wasn't up when I first woke up. I was like, refresh.
Yeah, like, Jada, first of all, love you and love the show, but like, we need a set time. Like, I was like trying to figure out, like, I'm not gonna sit around all day and wait for an alert.
Yeah, they be trying.
I did.
Obviously. But it would be nice. But I understand that that's why she likes Facebook Watch, that she's not like stuck in a and that she could do a Jordan Woods interview randomly on a Friday, like 2 days after the story comes out. But it was I watched it. I do believe Jordan, mostly. I think that kiss was a little more than she made it out to be. And I think they was probably drunk flirting the whole night, which is why he thought he had it in to even try to kiss you.
Yeah, because nobody we were innocently talking at a party and then you walking out
I would not say nobody, because that has happened to me. Oh. Dude, I almost said a bad word.
Wood.
No, I'm just saying dudes do stuff and you be like, where did that come from? Like, what? Because people receive body language and things differently. So whatever. It's possible. But I do believe she was kind of like enjoying, because she was drunk. She was playing with him, had her legs on him, whatever. They were sitting on each other.
The leg thing is weird. Like, first of all, sis, like, don't ever put your legs up on my man.
But but also, he wasn't her man at the time.
Who, Chloe's?
Mm-hmm. They were broken up.
At this party?
At this party, supposedly, like, Tristan they were not together in this month. Why else is he having a house party with bringing women back to the house?
Well, because it's fucking Tristan.
But also, they're not supposedly together. They were like...
So, girl, no one broke up your family. Now Chloe's sitting over here talking about, oh, she didn't break it up. I'm mad at him. Yeah, because now bitches is out here.
Black Twitter dragged
and
Chloe.
Guess what resurfaced? The picture of you with 4 black girls on dog leashes. Megan Good. I gagged. When I see Megan Good, I was like, well...
And then
if this picture don't show you people can change.
People can change, sort of. But then everybody drug up every single relationship. Yeah. She snatched somebody from Lauren London. I didn't even know about that.
Look, we ain't playing Tetris
snatched
here.
Somebody from somebody else. I'm just like, yo, why? That's why they should have kept private. If they had just deal with Jordan instead of letting all her 40-year-old friends on Twitter. That's what I'm embarrassed about.
Right.
Grown ass women. I'm talking to you, Scottie Pippen's wife. I ain't even saying your name.
Ooh.
But girl, like...
Well.
How you gonna be like, look, don't get me wrong, Jordan definitely was not right in what she did.
No.
But you on Twitter talking about this 20-year-old girl's situation with somebody else? Like, why are you commenting at all? Even if that is your friend. Like, that's some stuff at home. That's some high school, middle school, dumb girl stuff. And not grown woman stuff at all.
Speaking of grown woman stuff, shout out to Kim Kardashian, because she tweeted out that she's been working with the Buried Alive project, and she also tweeted out that she had a call with her attorney and her client Eric, and they just let them know that he'll be getting out of prison after serving 16 years of his life sentence due to the First Step Act. So Kim's really sticking. Found her passion. Like, she's still sticking to it.
She found her passion,
and at least it's something.
I appreciate that she's found a passion, and it is helping get brothers and sisters out of jail.
Not just makeup.
Yeah, love that.
So shout out to that. Did you watch Marriage Boot Camp? With Nia Riley. We watched it together.
Soulja Boy jumping on that girl. What? Soulja Boy.
First of all, what in the toxic masculinity is going on here? Soulja Boy, they have you on national television
leapfrog,
climbing up over your girl and pulling your arm back.
It happened mad fast too.
What, in the Chat Ocho Cinco?
I looked down to bite a piece of my pizza, and
I think
Jesse
we was eating
jumped.
fried rice
we
at
was
the
eating
time.
a whole lot of food, and Jesse jumped like, "What?" And I was like, "Wait, what happened?" And next thing I know, he's on top of her, and they're screaming. It's nuts. That was bonkers.
And so here's my thing. I believe that is real. I believe I believe they both love each other. I believe they are both toxic for each other. I believe that you can be in love with somebody where it's toxic. Been there, done that. And that's where I believe, because she's thicker than she's ever been.
Yeah.
And Soulja Boy, never walk on camera in just your boxers. Because when I tell you, I thought you was going to start a fire with them thighs.
I'm gonna try not to body shame.
Well,
but I was shocked.
Look, meth is a hell of a drug.
Dang, now.
I mean, I'm just allegedly crack, whatever the case is.
Whatever it is, y'all need to separate. Well, they ain't together because he was bumping with China like 2 weeks ago,
and then bumping with whoever
else.
his other girl is.
Who knows?
But whoever is coming for Nia Riley, like, stop. Leave this fucking girl alone. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That she's doing this for television? That was real. That's you don't get a lot of reality TV like that, but that was some real shit.
Mm-hmm. And that was some crazy shit. And I hope, Nia, you are somewhere getting all the help you need, because whatever y'all had going on was real sideways. Leave that.
Fix you.
Because she got a child.
Yeah, and I really do like her, because I think that she's just somebody who has been in bad situations, and I hope that she learned something from marriage boot camp and moves on from that.
Teddy,
because
come get your daughter and help her.
Yeah, I do love her. All right, Leaving Neverland. Did you watch it?
Of course. Of course.
I mean, talk about accusations.
It's some serious, serious accusations.
Talk about little white boy booty hole.
It's not funny, but I can't.
What in the...
Too much. It was too much. It was a lot. I will be watching the second part when I get home.
I can't wait for Oprah.
And I will be watching the Oprah. Like, I need Oprah to, like...
Yep, break it down.
Really break it down.
Is she going to talk to
She's
Wade?
supposed to talk to both of them.
Okay.
Wade and Jimmy, whatever his name is.
Now, some people are saying that they feel like this is a payday for Wade and the other boy. They're not getting paid. They never got paid for this documentary. Now, can they get other things from other things? Of course, because now I wasn't checking for Wade Robinson since NSYNC and Britney Spears. Low key.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had a conversation with my mom, and, like, my mom is so... She's like... She agrees with the documentary. I'm kind of Wendy Williams about it, because again, like Wendy said, I believe showers. I believe maybe purposely awkward touching without meaning to make it sexual, but Michael got off in ways that he probably didn't realize he was even getting. I just believe he was a messed up human being who didn't have a childhood and hated adults. Not hated adults, but, like, felt like he didn't belong with adults. And that's why kids made him feel more. This is my world of, like, I don't want to burn Michael Jackson. We burn in Bill Cosby. We burn in R. Kelly. We burn all these people. I can't burn. I don't want to. We can, because if it's true and all this really... Because some of them
But that's why it's also hard, right? Because, like, I'm watching and I'm like, okay, I want to come in with an open mind, the same way that, like, R. Kelly, like, people were, like, standing for him forever, even though I feel like with R. Kelly, we obviously had some, like, clear proof. Bill Cosby, he admitted that he was doing these things. I was trying to just, like, listen and see if I felt truth coming from these people as they told their stories, and then also look at facts that have been found out. Like, Michael Jackson was investigated for 10 years by the FBI. And it's hard for me to believe that somebody that was that clearly physically doing some crazy side shit to some children for years on years, because they're claiming this went on for years, that nothing would have been uncovered in the FBI investigation. But then people are like, well, maybe it was suppressed, or maybe it was, like, put down. That is also possible.
And then it's also like watching Abducted in Plain Sight, and how he was able to get so close to the families
and, like, all of that.
I'm like, oh, this is too much.
But the crazy thing to me, in the end, I fell down right now that I don't believe Wade Robinson at all.
I believe the other kid more than I believe Wade
the other
Robson.
guy more. I don't know how much of it is really true. Did he exaggerate more to make it fit in line with the story? Because once you read about all the other stuff that Wade Robson's done, like there's somebody posted the whole timeline of things that have been going on with Wade Robson for like the last 15 years and how and things aren't really adding up, and it seems like this could have been contrived and put together. Yes. So I do think something happened to the kid Jimmy that was probably not appropriate. I don't know what that was. I don't know how much of that was. I'm not sure. But I don't believe Wade at all.
A little tug, maybe. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I don't believe Wade at all, actually.
And no, I'm just like, here, like, Michael Jackson, like, you sucking on a 7-year-old dick?
That's the other thing.
Weird. That's like...
And that whole story, because, like, with the other kid, the grooming process was a long time. It was like a nice long period of time. But then Wade is like, yeah, I met him, and then I went back, and then literally the day I came back, my family left me with him for 5 days and went to the Grand Canyon at 7 years old, and he was sucking on my dick at the first day. Like, that just seemed a little like that didn't even seem like a profile of a regular molester. Like, it usually takes a little bit, but maybe it was because the parents were just like, here, take him.
He's a child actor.
He jumped right in it, but I don't know. It just didn't feel, I don't know. I don't buy it on Wade's part, but the other guy, his emotions seemed more real to me than Wade's did.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So we'll see, because I'm excited to see what Oprah got to say about it, and I'm excited to see how Oprah handles the interview.
Because some people are real upset with Oprah for doing it at all. And people are asking, like, if you really trying to make this about kids having been attacked and protecting children and things that need to be brought out into the open, why didn't you interview some of the young girls and young women from the R. Kelly thing?
Especially you from Chicago.
Like, you chose to pick the Michael Jackson thing, and in a situation where Michael Jackson is now gone and cannot speak on his behalf. Like, that doesn't
like, you gonna sit down with some white men, but you ain't gonna sit down with no black girls? Pause. Speaking of black girls, Gabrielle Union, America's Got Talent. I'm gonna pass on that. It's weird. Well,
maybe she has a great personality and we just don't know.
I think she probably does have an excellent personality. I don't know.
You think it's excellent?
I mean, you know what? I'm not
like a judge. Like, to be like,
I don't know anything. No, not as a judge. I believe that it's the same how I feel about that show, The World's Best. Like, first of all, Melissa Joan Hart does.
What is The World's Best?
Oh no. Oh, it's not Melissa Joan Hart. Might as well be. Drew Barrymore.
I was like, Melissa Joan Hart has a show?
It's Drew Barrymore, RuPaul, which RuPaul's the only one that should be there, and Faith Hill. And they, with James Gordon is the host, and it's basically America's Got Talent, but like not. And I'm just like, why is Drew Barrymore here? Like, bitch,
Isn't she supposed
Drew
to be a flower
Barrymore.
film?
First of all, bitch, I put 20 swords down my throat, and Drew Barrymore's gonna be like, it wasn't for me. Like, bitch, none of your movies were for me, okay? Except Never Been Kissed.
I was gonna say, what do you mean? Never Been Kissed is the best movie ever.
I mean, it was.
And 50 First Dates is hilarious.
It was. No, I love Drew Barrymore. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying,
be
like,
over
bitch,
at Flower Films making films.
Like, don't tell me, like, bitch, can you put 20 swords down your throat?
Yeah,
okay,
that's weird.
It's weird and it's gross, and I never want to see it again. And I probably would agree with Drew Barrymore, but like, Drew Barrymore isn't the person that RuPaul should be doing that.
Yeah.
And if Gabrielle Union ever critiqued me on my talent, I'd be like, girl, what can you do? Because you barely can act after that last movie we seen. What was it called? Kidnapped or Break-In? But the gag is...
Tell us what you really think.
MTV got this new show called Game of Clones.
What the hell?
So basically, like, you'd be like, what's your type? Your ideal type.
My ideal type?
Yep. Describe, like, the three...
Rich, 6'4", fine, smart, and funny.
Okay. Physicality. So they would get 6 guys who are 6'4", muscular build, and they would style them exactly the same. Dye their hair, like you say, ideally I would see myself with a brunette, and he has dark eyes, and he's 6'4" and big muscles. So then they would literally give you 6 guys, and they would form them to look like that. So it looks like you're dating almost the same guy.
Okay.
And then at the end, they'll take all that stuff off.
So you're trying to get to know them as they're all looking the same?
As what you think is your ideal, and then you realize, like, oh, your ideal isn't brunette, he might be a blonde, and like,
okay, that's fine, but like, how do they, like,
this show's stupid.
Are they gonna give him teeth? Like, is he gonna like suddenly have jacked up teeth and you like fell in love with somebody that has a snaggle tooth?
I mean, girl, I don't think it's like that. Basically, it's like Pauly D's like, oh, I like girls with fucking brunette hair and big tits. So they got a bunch of girls with big tits and they put wigs on girls and they all...
I don't like this idea.
It was stupid. Love After Lockup.
But I would like to date 6'4" men.
There we have it. So if you're out there.
Hey.
Love After Lockup. Clint, sorry, bro.
Just give up, bro.
First of all, the fact that we watched this show and 3 of them are now in prison, back in prison.
And it's been less than a month.
Like, I'm out here rooting for Marcelino, whatever the fucking name is. Marcelino.
And
like,
his
this
pregnant,
is crazy.
that's going to go left real fast.
But I'm excited because next week
we get to sit down with Sarah.
Megan and Sarah. And now Sarah's pregnant. So this
is nasty.
But rumor has it is that Megan might be pregnant too.
Of course she is, because she was a virgin and then she had unprotected sex with this dude that's just fresh out of jail. Girl,
yo,
she's 32 years old. What the hell is wrong with her?
We TV, if Megan's pregnant, y'all got something on y'all hands.
I will be watching next season because that's the finale this week, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a 2-hour one though. So
hey. Obviously, I don't have anything to do on Friday nights.
No, that's the perfect time for it to be on. Trash TV. Masked Singer. So the end was there. It was T-Pain under the monster suit. Which I'm like, okay, don't get twisted. He has a bomb voice. Yes. He has an amazing voice. But like, I felt like it was a little cheap because we knew Gladys Knight's voice from the beginning. Yeah. And even though she made it to the end, I'm like, we really gonna sit up here and say that T-Pain has a better voice than Gladys Knight? No, y'all just knew it was Gladys Knight, and so it wasn't a shock factor, so you wanted T-Pain to win. And here's my other thing. T-Pain, if you're gonna do this show, and you're gonna show us your real vocals, and then you drop an album or mixtape or whatever the one-up thing is, and it's all auto-tune, I don't understand the marketing. It should have been an album of your vocals.
Well, he might do that.
I'm sure he will.
Because the whole reason he ever did the auto-tune to begin with, because when he was doing it, it wasn't a big thing to do until after he started doing it.
Well,
so now he can use his own voice and wear his lion suit or whatever the fuck he was.
Monster. I'm not
He's
into it anymore.
Oh. It'll be back though.
It is back. It got picked up for a second season. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Can't wait to watch those clips next year.
Yeah, just like Dancing with the Stars. We'll just keep shoving it down our throats.
All right. Well,
so we can't breathe anymore.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to all of our AfterBuzz TV channels. We have different ones for drama, sci-fi, reality, whatever it is, whatever your favorite genre is. Go subscribe to that network on YouTube.
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV across all social media platforms. We stream live every Monday at 6 p.m. Make sure you guys hit me up at DJ Jesse J.
And I'm all over the place at Stuart Starlet.
Boom. Next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.